It's the Joel Shit Show, featuring Joel Shit. Hi, and welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. So last night, went to the San Jose Sharks game against the Vancouver Canucks. And this says it all. Sharks fall behind early, lose 3-2. Well, it doesn't say it all. They fell behind 3-0 because they had so many penalties to kill. They didn't put the box score in the newspaper. Well, they did, but they didn't put the full box score in the newspaper. So I don't know how many penalty kills they had. But I think they were probably... I think Vancouver was like 2 for 10 on the power play. And I mean, come on, you can't give up 10 power plays. And they were all in the first 2 periods. I think the third period they might have had 1 penalty. But the Sharks were always in the box in the first and the second periods, and you just can't win that way, especially when the other team has Roberto Luongo as the goalie. And the Sharks trotted out, not Bobby, but Brian Boucher. Not the water boy, he's the Iceman. And he did a good job, you know, but when you're always on the penalty kill, you get tired and goals get in. So after 2 periods, it was 3-0, and then they pulled Roberto Luongo and they put in Corey Schneider. Yeah, he's like Schneider, a day at a time. Yeah, that's 1 day at a time. That's a Bloodhound Gang reference. And so Corey Schneider goes out there, and suddenly the Sharks are inspired. And after shooting 14 times in the first 2 periods, they shoot, God, like 16 times in the third period. They had a ton of shots in the third period. And Vancouver, after getting 17 shots in the first 2 periods, had like 5 in the third period. So if they could have played like that the entire game instead of just in the third period, it would have been fine. And Sharks got a goal, and they got one with 8.4 seconds left, and then they had the puck in their zone at the end, but they couldn't get the shot off. Too little, too late, but they gave it a try. And they looked really good in the third period. But yeah, the first couple periods, you know, a lot of sloppy play, but you know, it's preseason. That's what matters. But it was like watching a minor league game in some ways. I mean, there were just a lot of mistakes. But let's see, what else happened here? Joe Thornton and Patrick Marleau played for the first time. Marleau had a goal and assist. Joe Thornton had an assist. But it was all at the end, and they didn't look good. And and they gave up a shorty. The Vancouver Canucks scored a shorthanded goal. That sucked. And what did Todd McClellan say? The team wasn't prepared, and that's squarely on my shoulders and the leadership's shoulders. It's disappointing. Well, you know what it is? He bought a house in my neighborhood. I don't know where he lives, but he does live in my neighborhood somewhere. I read about it in the paper. So he probably can't believe that the value of his house has already dropped 20 grand since he bought the place. That's what's probably going on. And Patrick Marleau said, "We still have to read and react out there. We had some guys thinking a little too much and should just be playing. We did that in the third, and that's the way we have to continue to do it." Whatever, it's preseason. Just quit fucking around. That's all the time we have for today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com.